Live from Rockford, you're watching a WIFR Fastcast.
Today's a pretty good time to stay indoors as Canadian wildfires bring in hazardous air to the Midwest, and that includes right here in the state line. We're going to toss things over to our meteorologist, DJ Baker. And DJ, the unhealthy air, well, that should be gone just in time for us to enjoy the weekend, right?
Yes, City. Slowly but surely, our air quality is starting to improve here across the state line. But first, let's go ahead and take a look at some drone footage of the smoke that we had here earlier on this morning. Shout out our morning photographer, Tyler, for taking these phenomenal videos. But man, it is just weird to see all of that haze that hit the state line. And of course, the Rockford pictures you are currently seeing. Now, right now, our air quality has actually improved here for us, but by no means are we in the clear just yet. Our AQI has dipped down to 246, putting us in that very unhealthy category. So we still recommend that you should stay inside if at all possible. But it is definitely an improvement compared to what we had here right around 11 o'clock. So just 2 hours ago, our AQI was close to 500. So yeah, we have already seen quite a substantial drop. And with that in mind, looking down to the south and west, and even in Joe Davis County as well, you'll see moderate air. Well, it is quickly making its way toward the state line as wind gusts are quickly shifting more out of the south and west. And at times, we'll see gusts close to about 15 to 20 or so miles per hour, moving most of that smoke well out of the region, out of Chicago, and of course out of Illinois as well. So with that in mind, we'll see continued improvements here over the next couple of hours. Still though, you want to make sure you are keeping up to date on the AQI, especially if you have any outdoor plans later on this evening. I have a feeling we'll be okay, but again, that could change very suddenly. Now, progressing on, I do think today, of course, it is going to be dangerous to be outdoors whenever possible. So air quality alerts are still in effect through midnight here tonight. So maybe moving some outdoor activities inside, definitely a good idea. Now, of course, we have to be aware of the smoke, but also the heat and humidity, as temperatures right now already in the middle to upper 80s, lower 90s even in some locations, with heat index values already in triple digits in a few select locations. Now, this heat and humidity will last pretty much throughout the remainder of today, so if you want to stay inside from the smoke, well, that is one thing, but staying inside for the heat and humidity, of course, that is also another thing that we have to keep into consideration. Now, with the heat and humidity, we are seeing a few showers and storms develop here across the state line, but as you'll notice, they are very much scattered and pulse-like in nature. So with that, over the next couple of hours, I think an umbrella, not too bad of an idea to go ahead to have with you. But of course, air quality is going to be the big concern here moving forward. I think Saturday we should be okay before that cold front comes through early on in the afternoon, bringing some of that smoke back from the north and west, with another hazy day expected as we head into our Sunday. Of course, this could fluctuate quite a bit depending on how the wildfires are going, so we will keep you guys up to date on our WIFR First Alert Weather app.
Well, let's hope that it fluctuates in our favor and maybe things will be okay. Thanks, DJ. Well, several events across the state line are canceled Friday. Rockford City Market will not take place, and an all-outdoor Rockford Park District pools are closed. Harmon, Highland, Key Malquist, Ridge, and Watts Parks are also closed, and Summer Camp Ed will hold its program indoors at Constance Lane. In Wisconsin, families search for ways to have fun indoors away from the bad air quality. Ben Krumholtz has more.
Our smoky skies have turned summer staples like Bay Beach, the pools, and parks into ghost towns.
It's really bad because you can't even see the river when you go over the Blue Bridge. It's really foggy and you can't see it a lot.
The smoke canceled softball for the Reichkowski sisters,
Shucks.
bringing them to the Ashwaubenon bowling alley.
Because it's indoors and bowling's fun.
They have been far from the only ones to turn to a place Wisconsinites tend to visit more in the winter rather than midsummer.
Yeah, I'd say we've been about 3 times as busy as a normal week this week so far. And it looks like the weekend probably is going to carry out the same way.
I had a guy come in earlier today and say it was the apocalypse outside.
At the Pickler, courts normally quiet this time of year have seen heavy use.
So, like if it wasn't smoky outside, people would much rather play outside.
The same likely can be said for the kids and parents visiting Let's Run Around, an indoor playground in Ashwaubenon.
It was very crowded, especially right before lunch, but we weren't too surprised because we thought everyone else would have a similar idea to try to beat the the smog.
Actually, I just mentioned to my wife today, it's like we're back in the middle of January on a Saturday right now.
Businesses will enjoy it for now, knowing once the smoke clears, so will the size of the crowds. At least until winter inevitably hits sooner than most of us would like.
Shifting gears back into the state line, a Rockford woman who was behind the wheel in a crash that killed a 24-year-old mother learns her fate. According to court records, Brooklyn Pierre was sentenced to 2 years of court supervision, and she paid a fine for the charge of an improper left turn. On June 10, 2025, investigators say Pierre was driving on Spring Creek Road when she crashed into a car with 5 people inside. One of the passengers, Whitney Camp, died at the scene. She was 8 months pregnant at the time. The baby did survive. Some sad Hollywood news. Irish actress Brenda Fricker dies at the age of 81. She appeared in more than 30 movies and television shows, including her role as the Pigeon Lady in Home Alone 2. She won the Academy Award for Best Supporting Actress in 1990 for My Left Foot, making her the first Irish actress to take home an Oscar. President Trump used his primetime address Thursday to raise claims about election interference. The administration released hundreds of pages of documents, some of which the president says show China accessed voter data. The president says Congress needs to pass his elections overhaul bill in order to assure Americans their votes are secured.
120 million U.S. voter files. That information includes names, addresses, phone numbers.
This is probably some of the easiest data and the least concerning data that you could possibly have. There's no personally identifiable information in this. This is just the public files.
It's hard to believe we are near the start of fair season as the Stevenson County Fair is set to start this upcoming Tuesday. There will be more than 1,000 animals and hundreds of exhibitors attendees can visit. Some new events include Taste of the Fair, that's Thursday, July 23rd. Residents can also sample carnival food for just $1. The traditional rodeo is set to take place Wednesday night. The 5-day fair runs from July 21st to July 25th. Byers Stadium in Rockford will reopen Saturday. The ceremony was supposed to take place June 20th, but it was pushed back after former baseball player Maybelle Blair broke her ribs and couldn't attend. Fans will be able to watch the inaugural game when the Illinois girls take on the Chicago Perfect Catch. The stadium started renovations last October. The longtime home of the Peaches will see a $31 million transformation over the next 5 years.